Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be doing a review on The Eye of Mines by James Dashner.
So the main character in the story is a boy named Michael, and he is trying to save, at the beginning of the story, he is trying to save this girl from jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. You find out that he's actually in this huge, virtual network, and the girl is another player. She does jump, and before she jumps, she pulls out her core, which is like the thing that connects her from this virtual world, which is known as the VertNet, to the real world, which is known as the Wake. And when they go into the virtual world, it's called the Sleep. So she jumps after she pulls her core out, and she dies. Like in the real world too, she dies. So he finds out, he meets up with his friends who are Sarah and Bryson, and throughout a series of events he finds out that this is actually like happening with all these other players in this world, and they're like dying in real, like killing themselves in the video game and dying because he finds out they are trapped inside the video game by this evil like cyber terrorist known as Kane. So the government hires Michael to find Kane's location within the VertNet. They hire him because he's this just seriously smart gamer and hacker.
So let's start with the pros, or what we liked about the book. So what I really liked about the book was actually just the beginning and the ending. They were both really gripping and they made me want to read more.
I gotta say, I agree with the intro and ending, like liking the intro and ending. The other thing I really liked was the idea of the world. I know it's kind of a thing, like the whole like giant video game world thing is kind of an idea that's been done over and over again, but I think James Dashner did a good job of kind of making it his own and coming up with his own lingo, like the Wake and the Sleep and the VertNet and stuff. Like I think I was really interested in the world that he came up with.
Yeah, same here.
It was cool. Now for the cons. I think the thing that really struck me as just being like, ugh, was the fact that the plot, the whole story was just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I understand James Dashner's like trying to make, like, obviously like a virtual world is not going to follow the same rules as the real world, and that definitely came through, but it came through a little too well. So there was some really random crap in this book. There was like the weirdest scene that I remember. It was just like one scene with like all these animals and this random like guy, and that was really weird. Like, and it was like, yeah, it just got weirder as you progressed, and it could have been a really good build-up, but it was just so like,
what is just happening?
And then there was this like level they had to pass through where all these people were like staring at them. Oh yeah. And then was it Bryson? That's his other friend, right?
Yeah, Bryson.
Bryson, his friend, like sets them off, and then they all go crazy. It's just like all this weird stuff. Well,
yeah. So, one thing that I didn't like about the book was that he didn't really seem to flesh out the VertNet. I feel like he could have added more details and explained like what it was like. Like Ready Player One, which is a really good book, it had like also virtual world, and the author in that, he really gave a lot of detail about the world, but in The Eye of Mines, it's kind of like you play video games. That's it. I mean, he had his own terms, like the Sleep and the Wake, but I just wish he went into more detail.
So, our final rating on the book. I believe I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It was good. It was only the ending that I think will get me to read the Rule of Thoughts.
Yeah, it's
because the ending was really good, or just really intriguing. But yeah, I really feel bad because I really did want to like this book, but it wasn't doing it for me like Maze Runner was, I think.
So I think I'd have to give it something similar, like 3 out of 5 stars or 3.5 out of 5 stars. Same thoughts as you. Like, I wish I could like it because Maze Runner was really good, but it just wasn't like the big. Oh, hiccups stink. The beginning and the ending were just the only good things. Like all the middle was kind of, It's not bad, but just wasn't that great either.
So that wraps up this review, and we'll see you guys soon with another video.